Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to remember the name of someone you just met? It happens to all of us. But when those little lapses in memory start to feel more frequent, it can be a little unsettling. We joke about senior moments, but deep down, we all wonder, how much forgetfulness is normal? And more importantly, is there anything we can do to keep our minds sharp as we age? The good news is, yes, there are simple, everyday habits that can make a huge difference in protecting your brain health. Science shows that lifestyle plays a big role in memory, focus, and even lowering the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And it's never too late to start making positive changes. Let's talk about something that's easy to overlook: movement. We often think of exercise as something we do for our hearts, our waistlines, or our joints. But did you know it's just as important for your brain? When you move your body, you increase blood flow to the brain, delivering the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function at its best. Studies have shown that regular physical activity can actually grow new brain cells, especially in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory. That means every time you take a brisk walk, stretch, or dance around the house, you're not just helping your body, you're keeping your mind young too. The best part? You don't have to run marathons or spend hours in the gym. Even simple activities like gardening, walking with a friend, or play with your grandkids can make a big difference. The key is consistency. Just 30 minutes a day of moderate movement can lower your risk of cognitive decline. And if you can add a little variety, even better. Try a new activity. Challenge your coordination with something like Tai Chi, or turn on some music and sway to the beat. Keeping it fun means you're more likely to stick with it. Now, let's talk about something even simpler: what's on your plate. You probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." And when it comes to brain health, that couldn't be more true. Certain foods help keep your memory strong, while others can actually contribute to brain fog and inflammation. The best diet for brain health? Think Mediterranean. Fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil and nuts, and plenty of omega-3s from fish. These foods provide antioxidants that protect brain cells from damage and reduce inflammation, one of the main culprits behind cognitive decline. And don't forget about leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and broccoli are packed with vitamins that support brain function. On the flip side, try to limit processed foods, sugary snacks, and trans fats. A diet high in refined sugars can cause spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels, which isn't just bad for energy. It also affects memory and focus. If you love sweets, try swapping processed desserts for fresh berries or dark chocolate. Small tweaks can make a big impact over time. And here's an interesting one. Did you know that staying socially connected is just as important as diet and exercise when it comes to keeping your mind sharp? Humans are wired for connection. Engaging with others keeps the brain active, challenges our thinking, and boosts mood. Whether it's meeting up with friends, joining a club, or even having regular phone chats with loved ones, socializing helps keep memory strong and spirits high. In fact, loneliness has been linked to a higher risk of Alzheimer's. That's why it's so important to nurture relationships and stay engaged with the world. If you're feeling isolated, consider volunteering, taking a class, or even adopting a pet. Finding ways to connect can give your brain the workout it needs while adding joy to your life. See how simple these changes can be? Moving more, eating smarter, and staying connected. All of these habits work together to support your brain. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start where you are. Small, consistent actions lead to lasting results. Now, let's take a closer look at another powerful way to keep your mind strong. Now, let's talk about something truly powerful: keeping your mind engaged. Your brain is a muscle, and just like the rest of your body, it needs exercise to stay strong. But don't worry, I'm not about to suggest a stack of boring textbooks or complex puzzles that make your head spin. The best brain exercises are the ones that feel like play. Ever tried learning a new language? Picking up an instrument? Even something as simple as playing a new game with your grandkids or trying out a new recipe can do wonders for your brain. When you challenge your mind in new ways, you create fresh neural pathways, like building new roads in your brain, keeping everything connected and running smoothly. And here's a secret: Curiosity is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. The more curious you are, the more engaged your brain becomes. Have you ever wondered about the history of your town? Or how birds know exactly when to migrate? Little things like reading, asking questions, or even watching educational videos like this one keep your brain young. You don't need to be in a classroom to keep learning. You just need to stay interested in the world around you. Speaking of staying young, let's not forget about one of the most underrated brain boosters, social connections. Human beings are wired for connection, and loneliness can be just as harmful to your health as smoking. I know life changes as we get older. Maybe friends have moved away, family is busier, or you don't go out as much as you used to. But staying connected is more important than ever. Have a weekly coffee date with a friend. Join a club, even if it's virtual. Talk to your neighbors when you're out for a walk. Engaging in meaningful conversations keeps your mind sharp, strengthens your memory, and even helps lower stress levels. And here's something amazing. Laughter is medicine for the brain. Have you ever noticed how good you feel after a hearty laugh? It's not just in your head. Laughter releases feel-good chemicals that reduce stress, boost your immune system, and improve memory. Watch a funny movie, share a joke, or call up an old friend who always makes you smile. Laughter truly is the best medicine, and your brain will thank you for it. Another simple but powerful lifestyle tweak: quality sleep. It's easy to overlook, but sleep is when your brain does its housekeeping, clearing out toxins, processing memories, and recharging for the next day. If you're having trouble sleeping, try creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Maybe that means reading a book instead of watching TV, sipping herbal tea, or listening to calming music. The key is to let your body and mind wind down naturally. And finally, let's not forget about stress. Chronic stress is like a fog that clouds your thinking, makes you feel exhausted, and can even shrink the memory center of your brain. But the good news? You have the power to clear that fog. Whether it's through deep breathing, meditation, gentle exercise, or simply spending time doing something you love, finding ways to relax is essential. Even just 5 minutes of deep breathing can make a difference. So, if you ever feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath, close your eyes for a moment, and remind yourself you're in control. Small changes add up, and every step you take toward a healthier lifestyle is a step towards a sharper mind, a stronger body, and a happier life. Now, we've talked about the importance of movement, mental stimulation, and staying socially connected, but there's one more lifestyle tweak that plays a massive role in protecting your brain. What you put on your plate every single day? Your brain is an energy-hungry organ, and the food you eat directly affects how well it functions. Think of it like fueling a high-performance car. You wouldn't pour in low-quality gas and expect it to run smoothly, right? The same goes for your brain. A diet rich in whole, nutritious foods can keep your mind sharp, your memory strong, and even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. One of the best brain-boosting eating patterns is the Mediterranean diet. It's packed with fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins like fish, and healthy fats from sources like olive oil and nuts. Studies have shown that people who follow a Mediterranean-style diet can lower their risk of cognitive decline by as much as 30 to 40%. That's huge. It means that every meal you eat can be an investment in your brain health. Let's talk about one food group you might want to cut back on: highly processed foods. Things like sugary snacks, white bread, and fried fast food can cause inflammation in the body, including the brain. Chronic inflammation has been linked to Alzheimer's. So by simply swapping out processed foods for fresh, natural options, you're giving your brain a better shot at staying strong and healthy for years to come. And here's an easy change you can make today. Add more omega-3 fatty acids to your diet. These healthy fats, found in fish like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, are known to support brain function and even help build new brain cells. If you're not a big fish eater, don't worry. There are supplements available, or you can try adding a handful of nuts to your daily routine. Small adjustments like this can make a world of difference over time. Now, before we wrap up, let's touch on one more powerful factor: stress. Long-term stress releases hormones that can actually shrink parts of the brain linked to memory and learning. You probably noticed how, when you're stressed, it's harder to think clearly, remember things, or focus. Imagine that happening over years. It's no surprise that chronic stress is a risk factor for cognitive decline. The good news? There are simple ways to keep stress in check. Deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, or even just laughing more can all reduce stress hormones and protect your brain. And if you ever felt the calming effects of petting a cat or dog, you already know how powerful these small moments of relaxation can be. So, we've covered some incredible lifestyle tweaks: moving your body, keeping your mind active, staying socially engaged, eating brain-boosting foods, and managing stress. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start small. Add a daily walk. Call a friend. Swap chips for a handful of almonds. These little habits add up, and before you know it, you're not just reducing your risk of Alzheimer's, you're creating a life that feels vibrant, fulfilling, and full of energy. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Have you already made some of these changes? I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you enjoyed this, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest, happiest life. Thanks for watching, and here's to a future filled with strong minds and joyful moments.